Hi everyone, Christina here. Welcome to day 2 of the holiday card series for 2020. Can't believe it's already day 2. I can't believe day 1 was 2 days ago. We're gonna jump right into it. Today I have a card using some supplies from Concord and Ninth and some pattern paper and some kind of cool paper from Tonic. I think you guys are gonna love it. By the way, after I filmed this video yesterday, I then saw my friend Dana's holiday card series she's doing on her YouTube channel, and she used the exact same dies that I use. So I will link up into the top corner up there. If you want to click over, you can watch Dana's video as well. So let's get into it. I'm using pattern paper from Photoplay today. This is the Not a Creature with Stirring 6x6 pad, plus the Full of Joy Trifold dies, Fresh Cut Florals Edition 4 dies, and the Full of Joy stamp set that goes along with that Joy die set. That's the one I'm starting out with, that Full Joy. You have to separate all the pieces and then use them separately. And the first part is the largest part that has the very bold letters on it that says Joy with the little kind of strip at the bottom. Before I die cut the other pieces, I'm pulling out the different colors of pattern paper that I want to use. Have a nice plaid color, a solid red for the berries that I'll eventually put on. And then I thought I'd get out this Ruby Romance 6x6 pad from Tonic. It has this gorgeous satin cardstock. I've never seen cardstock quite like this before. It's absolutely wonderful to look at. Die cuts beautifully, spoiler. Then I also got that light green color that matches the plaid. So I'm first going to take that plaid pattern paper and I'm going to be adhering it to the front of an A2 card. So I've scored my cardstock at 4 1/4 to create a top folding landscape card. And then I put some adhesive on the back of the plaid paper. I trimmed it down to the correct size and then adhered that directly onto the front of the card. So now I'm going to prep that large Joy die cut to adhere to my card. And it does have the score lines on the bottom of the letters, but I just wanted to reinforce that with my scoring board. So I just went over that with a Teflon bone folder just to make sure that I had a really nice scoring line. And then fold it over right along that line, creased it with my bone folder, and then I adhered it to my card. Now, there are a few different ways you can adhere this die cut to your card. I'm going to do it in the way that makes my card a trifold card. So I'm adhering the piece to actually the back of the card. So I'm going to peel off my adhesive there, the release paper, and it's going to be adhered from the back of my card at the bottom. It'll make more sense here in a minute, but I'm just getting this lined up just right and folding that over onto the very back of the card. And I'll flip it over to the inside so I can get a better look at exactly where it's adhering, and then I'll press that down. When you adhere it this way, you have a bottom panel that can come up over the front of your card. And it kind of keeps it closed. It's really kind of fun. That would be a great place to put a family photo as well. So the words would cover the photo, but then they open it up and you can see the photo underneath. I'm not doing that for this card today, but I thought I'd just mention that. So I'm using that red satin paper from Tonic, and I'm cutting out the Joy that's included in the die set. And it cut beautifully, and I'm sort of obsessed with this paper now, and you'll understand why as you see these die cuts, because they're just so beautiful to work with. Satin is the perfect descriptor for it. I think they call it satin mirror cardstock. Either way, it's absolutely beautiful. I used a liquid adhesive or glue to put down these die cuts, and I used a liquid one because I wanted a little bit of that time to wiggle my die cut in place. You notice I didn't have that letter O on there completely centered. That was okay because I had a little bit of give that I could kind of move and maneuver the letter around. Same thing with this letter Y. I was able to wiggle it just a little bit and get everything in the right position before kind of pressing down. So there are my letters. I'm going to fold this up And it looks so beautiful right on top of that plaid pattern. So it was having a little trouble closing, so I decided to give it a little bit more room down at the bottom. So I'm going to trim off just a sliver of the front of the card, and then it folds up without any problems. So absolutely perfect. I then took the other die set from Concord and Ninth, and I just took off the pieces I needed. I needed the 2 little sprigs and also the berries, and I cut these out with my die cutting machine twice. So I have 2 complete sets. And I just used that solid green and the solid red from that 6x6 pad of paper. And as soon as I have those die cut, I'm going to take some craft cardstock and the little banner shape that comes with the Full of Joy Trifold set. And I'm actually going to cut this out twice so that I can use 2 phrases from the stamp set on these banners. So after I have the banners cut out, I'm actually going to take the negative of the die cutting, put it in my MISTI, and then puzzle piece these pieces in. That's going to make it a little bit easier to stamp the words directly onto these die cuts. They're so tiny, it would have been hard to get the position just right otherwise. So here's the Full of Joy stamp set. I'm going to use the 2 phrases at the bottom that say love and joy come to you. And the second phrase I'm stamping upside down. And that's because I want the little folded ends of the banner to be on either side. I want it to kind of have the banner ends on the right side on the top phrase and the bottom side on the bottom phrase, or on the left side on the bottom phrase. And it'll make more sense as you see it right here in my hands. So right there. So now I'm going to start assembling all my little pieces on top of my card. In order to put that banner on there, I've cut a little strip of foam adhesive, and I'm going to have it go right behind the words, but just over the 2 sides of the letter O. So I'm going to take my foam tape and just put it exactly where I was kind of positioning those die cuts. And then I can peel off the release paper and place my phrase directly onto the letter O. And it'll make it so it stands up from that letter just a little bit. And it has that folded side to it. So I'm going to, in a minute here, take a little bit of glue and glue the end of the banner to the letter J. But for now, I'm just getting these adhered on here. Getting that position just right. And then I'm going to grab that Connect glue, the liquid glue I used earlier. This is from Gina K Designs, and just folding that down onto the letter next to it. So I'm positioning that one over the letter Y and the other one over the letter J. And I'll just hold that in place for just a minute while it dries, and then I'll move on to the berries and the little sprigs. So I'm adhering those with that liquid glue as well. Just getting those positioned just over the letters. I'm making sure I'm not putting any adhesive behind anything that would go off the edge of my letters, because I still need this front of the card, the trifold area, to lift up and away. So I'll put my glue down there, press that down, and then I can adhere the berries right over the top. This just gives it a little bit of decoration and a little bit of interest with those on either side. You can see that still moves independently, all as one piece. So just because I'm extra and I have this bottle of Stickles, this is Ice Stickles in Christmas Red. I've had it for years. I have no idea if it's still being sold. I imagine it probably is, but it's just a nice glitter glue in the color red to go over the berries. So that is the finished card. It's actually rather simple. I think since there's quite a bit of die cutting involved, you could assembly line style a bunch of these cards all the same, maybe even put different pattern paper behind, change up the colors on the letters. I think it'd be really, really pretty. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I thought that was super fun and such a really unique way of opening a trifold card. I thought it was super cute. I loved this idea from Concord and Ninth. They're so creative. And I also loved the opportunity to use some pattern paper. I don't use patterned paper very often, so it was fun to break that out. Thank you so much for watching today. On screen, I have 3 videos from the 3 previous years of the holiday card series, and I hope you enjoy a walk down memory lane. If you want to watch even more, I'll have all of the day 2 videos from the previous years down in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on Friday at noon Mountain Time for a live day 3 of the holiday card series. See you there.